Hello and welcome again to another video. And today's video I have some Master League battles, more of Master League battles. And today's video I was trying to beat the meta teams. But the meta teams are like all these Slanderous teams, Palkia teams, and I was like trying to think of a Pokemon that could beat Slanderous and Palkia and Dialga. So I was thinking maybe Zacian could do it, but I remember like Zacian into Landorus is actually used to be a scuffed matchup before the Sandsphere Storm, but now it's way worse because you just get debuffed to the Oblivion. And then I'm like, why don't we just go to the good old, our friend Mewtwo? It's from Gen 1. I mean, if everyone should have a good legendary IV, it's always supposed to be Mewtwo because it's the most lucky Pokemon. Like the Pokemon that people most likely will try to get a lucky one first, because the Pokemon is just insanely good. It has Side Strike, which is one of the best charge moves in the game. It has Psycho Cut, one of the best fast move, one of the fastest energy generation fast moves in the game. It has Shadow Ball and Ice Beam, which gives a great coverage to Mewtwo. Well, basically, if you have Ice Beam, technically nothing walls a Mewtwo. I decided to run it with Dialga Origin, not Dialga normal one, for one simple reason. I haven't tried Dialga Origin yet, and I feel like there was like some matchups where I talked about where Dialga Origin is slightly better, and I'm like, okay, let's just run the Dialga Origin. I was lucky to get a Hundo Dialga with the move. Even though I did not choose Dialga, I wailed the heck out of the Palkia. I couldn't get a Hundo or 98 or even 96 or 94. I couldn't get anything better than 15, 12, 12. That was my best one in like 120 raids and 10 lucky trades. So enough with the rant. Let's just go and start the video. And as you can see, I no longer have the Dialga Best Buddy. With the Dialga Origin, you don't care about Best Buddy. Because you don't pick up any of the fast moves, like the important ones. There is no breakpoints. So I decided, since I'm running a Mewtwo, I'm expecting people to run a Mewtwo as well. So we are 3-0 in the set so far. So let's just go and find some battles. So what's our goal? We have the Zacian for the Palkia or the Dialga in the back. We have Dialga Origin for the steals in the back, because Dialga Origin does beat the steal, unlike the Dialga normal one. And here, since we have a Best Buddy Mewtwo, we should win CMP. Opponent does not. Opponent called the bait. That was a massive call by the opponent. This is actually a great play by them. And I decided to call it since they did call it, because it's not like a threatening health range. I'm going to farm slightly more, and I think the Best Buddy gives me like 1 extra damage on the charge move, or they have a bad one. Because look at that. I just won the game now because I was able to kill the Pokemon, and we chipped the next one to 40%. And now Dialga is just going to sweep. In this matchup, Dialga Origin is slightly better than Dialga and Groudon have the same attack, so winning CMP actually is a coin flip here. Don't quote me on that, because I lost CMP here. While Dialga normal one just wins CMP, so if you are on energy ahead, it's better to be Dialga normal than Origin. But this doesn't mean it's bad. I mean, I knew that this is a Fire Punch, so I'm going to do 2 then throw. And now I am 2 away from the move. They are 3 away, I believe. So we should get to a second close combat and win this game. GG. I don't think Dialga did anything. This game was like literally hard carried by a Mewtwo. Let's move to the next game, and this is why we have a Mewtwo, for those flying cats. Okay, this is so annoying of a Pokemon. The fact that they just like keep debuffing you to the moon is just extremely annoying. Like, what am I supposed to do? Mewtwo is so dominant in this matchup that you can let a charge move go. I don't need to. They cannot let a charge move go. I can. And here's the thing, if they try to catch, I can just overfarm here and go straight for the close combat. This, I think, is supposed to KO. Like, that does enough damage to KO there. They brought the cat back, and now we just go straight close combat. Close combat, wild charge, they do the same amount of damage because they have the same stats, and both are single resisted in this matchup. If you don't have Zacian, I don't think Zacian is needed in this team. You could actually run Landorus itself. You could also do Kyogre, but the Dialga Mewtwo core is kind of a must. You don't need a Dialga Origin. You could run the normal Dialga. So whenever you see me using Dialga, you could actually use the other one. That's fine. I'm like, this is an Aqua Tail, but I'm going to shield because I need the health. And now, just going straight for the move. I think they shouldn't get to the special rent, and they didn't, and we win the game. Moving into the next one, another Landorus in the lead. So this is where Mewtwo loves to see, like, seeing these neutral games. Whenever you see a neutral matchup, the best way to play Mewtwo, whenever you land Side Strike, just to swap out, okay? That's the best way to play Mewtwo. Don't stay in. Mewtwo sucks if you play matchup straightforward, because it doesn't have fast move pressure, and it doesn't have a debuff move like Landorus, right? So that's how I recommend it. If you want to play Mewtwo, whenever you land the Side Strike, swap out. So I'm going to insta-throw here because opponent is staying in a losing matchup, which tells me that they do have a Dialga, and here is the Dialga. I am double debuffed, so my close combat is not going to be enough to KO here, but I don't care. Like, I literally don't care here. If I land the close combat, that's all I need. Opponent let it go, and I don't care here, and maybe we can just go Mewtwo and Psycho Cut them down, because we get like 3 of them. That's like lots of free energy. Opponent brought in a Kyogre, and I think we should win this matchup. This matchup is one of the reasons why Dialga normal is bad in the back, because you need to Draco the Kyogre to beat it. But if you Draco, you're going to be left with a double debuffed fast move damage. While here, you can just go straight for it. Look at that. We don't care about timing, because this does enough damage to KO. No, it didn't. Okay, now it does. And yeah, if Dialga is the only left Pokemon, it's just so awkward, and they always call it. And this is an awkward matchup because they do comfortably live a Shadow Ball, and I cannot Psycho Cut down. So the ideal play would be land the Shadow Ball and then go Dialga. Like, that's like the most ideal play. So I'm going to do like 5 of them and then swap. And if they stay in, I should KO them right after they get to the move. So they feint with it. So that was actually a good play, because now, okay. This matchup here is another reason why Dialga Origin is better, because with the regular Dialga, you have to Draco the Lugia to win. But if you throw a charge move earlier, they will just simply no shield, because the Draco does like this part, but then you cannot farm down this part, because you will be double debuffed. While here, look at that, we don't care, we just go straight. Roar of Time. Roar of Time is literally has the same stats as Draco, but Draco debuffs you twice, while Roar of Time doesn't. That's how OP the move is. So you can see here, I can simply shield this because I have so much energy and I have so many Pokemons. Opponent only has 1 Pokemon. We throw on an Ideal Time in here. Iron Head, I don't care. I'm going to try to catch on a Mewtwo. They did not throw, so I'm just going to throw my Side Strikes, right? And I should live a Side Strike if they decide to throw one. I think now it does barely KO. Yeah, no, I can get to another one, and this Side Strike is supposed to KO them. And that was a good game. Look at that. I still haven't revealed my second Pokemon, by the way. Moving into the next one, a Mewtwo into Landorus. We're just going to go straight Side Strikes here. If they catch, that's nice. Okay, that's actually nice. So what's the play here? Just get out, and you need to count, after they swap in the Dialga, count 8 then throw. Count 8 seconds. I decided to no shield here because I wanted to overfarm, and I want to get as low as possible because I don't want the Landorus to farm me down. And this is kind of an awkward health. And an ideal play would be like insta close combat to make them like knock you out as soon as possible. But remember that we still have a healthy Mewtwo, so we can no shield the first move. And we ended up CMPing here, so this is a very good scenario for me. Now, here's the thing. I am not gonna let this go, because if I let it go, they will get to a debuff move on my Dialga, and my Dialga will be switch locked. So I'm actually going to shield here, because this is still not good enough health. So I'm going to throw here. If they shield, I'm happy with it. If they don't shield, I'm fine with it either ways. So they shielded, and now I can Dragon Breath them down, hopefully. I think I should be able to farm them down. Okay, they got 4, and then they died mid-fifth. Now, all I need to do is I need them to close combat. If they don't close combat, I think they are 2 away. So Moonblast. I could have done 1 more Dragon Breath. I don't think so. So now it's going to be a race, and I should get it at the same time as they do. And this is a CMP, and that was an amazing game, to be honest. That was a very good gameplay. Look at that. We beat the Fairy with the Dialga. another Landorus. Wow, nobody expected that. Like they brought the Pokemon back into the raid, and now everyone has it, and everyone's just leading it. So how do you answer this meta? Just lead the Mewtwo. Easy. Tomorrow, people who are leading Mewtwo will get hard countered, by the way. So that's why you keep up and watch all the videos we post, okay? I'm actually going to insta throw. I think Wild Charge should KO now. If this doesn't KO, that might be that I made a huge mistake and it didn't. Oh my, they lived with 1 HP. I am forced to shield. Well, technically I shouldn't be shielding. I should have just Psycho Cut down. I think this is a misplay on my end. What's the play now? Just keep farming, pressure them to throw their energy. Since they threw, I'm in a better situation, but I don't think I'm in a good situation overall because the Landorus is so healthy. So we throw this. I need to throw before they throw the move. I don't know why I'm not throwing. I remember this game. I should be throwing the Iron Head there, by the way. But I was like, this is a CMP range, so I don't want to end up throwing and CMPing them. So this is actually, this is a game I threw, so it's on my end. Well, technically, opponent played ideally, okay? So let's be honest. Opponent played extremely well. So GG to them. Now, moving to the next one, we're playing Banana Pancake. So this matchup, they have Snarl. It's so awkward. So here, make sure you throw in good timing always. You could keep over farming, wait until they close combat. The problem is that if you wait once they close combat or Wild Charge, they will dip out. And now we're just going to do one then throw. Usually they shield here because they win the one. So I'm going to do 3. I shouldn't be shielding here, to be honest. I'm going to do 2 then swap, I think. I ended up doing 3. Well, it's not a bad timing, but okay, we're supposed to get some energy lead. The energy lead is kind of nice, to be honest. And now I'm going straight Wild Charge, and if they shield this, I'm going to shield as well because I want to get my Wild Charge off. What's the play here? 2 then throw. Wild Charge does like, I don't know, 70% something. They should have some health. We go Dialga, we farm them down, and they have their own Dialga. They are technically energy behind, so I'm supposed to get this before because I am 2 Dragon Breaths ahead, and this should do enough damage to take them out, and that was a good game. Look at that, amazing. I think this is the last game. No, we actually have 2 more, lucky you guys. So Lugia, how do you play Lugia? I think this Lugia is under-leveled, but it doesn't matter. Under-leveled Lugia still does beat Mewtwo. So always the way you play it is once you land the Shadow Ball, you could dip out. I threw in bad timing there. I don't know what happened. I actually don't know what happened. I think if you watch the stream, you would have known that the game was actually always over-tapping for me. Whenever I get to the move, I tap it. It gives me... like that, what I hit, it gives me a fast move, and then it auto-registers the charge moves after. So I did one and throw here, expecting that it will KO, but it didn't KO. So, because I was hoping to feint there, because I don't want to be switch locked. I'm going to shield here, even though I'm expecting this to be Sky Attack. It didn't be. That's the reason. It wasn't a Sky Attack. So now we aggressively overfarm, because they are like pretty far from getting to the move. And the Shadow Ball is supposed to KO them. Like, them being under level doesn't mean anything because they still feinted 2 Shadow Balls and they threw 2 Shadow Balls. And now they have their own Mewtwo, and it doesn't matter because I have energy lead and 1 Shadow Ball is supposed to take them out. Well, even if they live with 1 HP, I can just go Dialga and win this game. So that was a GG. Moving into the last battle, we have a Mewtwo into Dialga. How do you play this? So Dialga gets an Iron Head every 8 seconds and a half. So I usually try to bait with Focus Blast, which is 9. And here we're baiting, we're building up. What do? We just wait. We land the Side Strike. And since we land the Side Strike, all we need is to throw this. And if they no shield, just blindly go Dialga. Go Dialga and insta snipe. We call that a snipe because they fainted with the move. And now, no matter what happened, I should win the game because I still have 3 Pokemons. One of them is capable of getting to a Side Strike if they get to the move, if they win this. So we're just going straight Iron Head, and I should be able to live the next Side Strike. And I think they doubled up. The problem is I'm actually going to kill them. like right after, because one turn fast move has priority over throwing a charge move. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Thank you so much everyone for watching. This is the end of the video. If you guys like these battles, make sure to leave a like. If you are new to the channel, subscribe, and see you in the next video. I know I haven't played Spring Cup because, to be honest, it's just so boring. Okay, just as simple as that. Spring Cup is the most boring cup. If you lead Tropius, they would have some Obama Snow or Mewile. You use Mewile, you get it locked in against Whiscash. The cup doesn't have a room. It's not a flexible cup, okay? That's why I'm not playing it. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching. This is the end of the video. If you guys like the video, click all the buttons down below. And see you in the next video. Peace.